This castle made out of cardboard and paper is a great family project for an afternoon. It's really fun to make, and then it also offers hours of pretend play afterwards. If you want to save time on this project, instead of painting the cardboard tubes and adding glitter and Mod Podge like I did here, you can just cover the tubes with paper and use double stick tape to secure the paper in place. Either way, it'll turn out great. For this project, you will need cardboard tubes of 2 different widths. I have a large one with a 2-inch diameter and a smaller one with a 1 1/4 inch diameter, a ruler, a pencil, scissors, acrylic paint, paintbrush, Mod Podge, fine glitter, something to trace around to make circles around 3.5 inches and 5 inches, double stick tape, a toothpick, craft glue, colored paper, and a piece of flat cardboard. For the first step, cut your cardboard tubes to size. You can do whatever sizes you want, but for reference, I made one piece of my larger tube at about 5.5 inches tall. Then I cut the smaller tube into 2 pieces, 4 inches each, and another 2 pieces, 2.5 inches each. Paint the outside of all of the tubes using acrylic paint. You might want to paint one coat, let it dry, and then paint another coat just for more thorough coverage. Once the white paint is dry on your tubes, you're going to mix some Mod Podge with some fine glitter and paint that over the tubes. This is going to give your castle just really that extra edge. It's going to be shiny and look really finished. Just paint a thin coat of the glitter mixture over your tubes. The Mod Podge will dry clear, just leaving behind that sparkly glitter. Once you're finished, let all of the tubes dry thoroughly before continuing. To make the cone shapes for the top of the tallest tower and the 2 shortest towers, we're going to trace around something that's approximately 5 to 5.5 inches in diameter, and then something else that's 3.5 to 4 inches in diameter. You're going to use half of a circle for each cone, so you just need 2 circles here. Cut out the circles and then cut each in half when you're finished. Put a piece of double stick tape on the edge of half of the circle and press it into place to form the cone. Place it on top of the tower just to make sure it fits correctly. Should overlap by about 1/2 inch. Do the same thing for the smaller towers. To make a flag for the tallest tower, cut a thin piece of colored paper about 2 inches long and then fold it in half. Unfold it and place a piece of double stick tape right in the middle. Place the end of the toothpick in the middle of the tape and press the 2 sides of the flag together. Clip a triangle at the end of the flag. To make the flag go on the top of the tower, put a good amount of glue inside the cone and then stick the flag through the hole at the top and into the glue. You'll also want to put a large dab of glue on top of the flag where it meets the cone, just so that it will stay in place. Attach all 3 cones to the top of their towers by putting a good amount of glue all the way around the top of the tube. Then carefully set the cone in place, making sure that it has contact with all of the edges. Cut a piece of paper about 10 inches long by a half an inch wide, and then mark off every quarter of an inch. This is going to make the edgings for both of the medium-sized tubes. After you've marked off quarter inches, mark off about a quarter of an inch all the way across the piece of paper so that you know how far down to make your cuts. Now clip each place where you've marked every quarter of an inch. Then cut the paper in half. Now on each of them, fold down every other flap between the cuts. You can cut these flaps off, but I find it's easiest just to leave them on and just make sure they're folded down securely and out of the way. Now measure the top around the tube to make sure it's about the right length. You want it to overlap just a little bit at the back. Now add glue around the top front of that tube and glue the strip into place. Be careful to keep the flaps down. Put a little bit of extra glue where the pieces overlap in the back. Now you can cut pieces of paper to make windows and doors on your towers. You can do whatever you would like and use double stick tape or glue to put the windows and doors into place. To make a base for your castle, you can glue or double stick tape down a piece of green paper to a piece of cardboard. Position the towers. I like to put them toward the back of the cardboard so I have room for a road and a yard. And then use a generous amount of glue at the bottom of each tube and press it into place. Now it's time to decorate the ground however you would like. You'll notice I've put a road out of tan paper here, and now I'm just making a little bit of shrubbery to put on the front of those tubes, kind of to hide the raw edges and just to give it a little bit of interest. Once you've got the grounds taken care of, you're finished. Once all the glue is dry, your castle is ready for pretend play. Please subscribe to my channel for more craft ideas. There's brand new videos every week, so you don't want to miss any.